web application subject motivate to me how to it make I read how to it make a web application like front and back end. And my senior friends is a professional web developer in Islamabad to motivate to me. I become web developer.
Okay.
In this job, people make web application like front end, and second part is back end.
Okay.
Back end maybe some language PHP, Laravel, and more etc. Front end customize WordPress.
What?
Uh,
What happened?
Nothing.
Could have keep going, you know. That's it.
Yeah.
Really? Allow me to come if you don't mind.
Yes.
Okay. My job is to just keep disturbing you all, you know. So, first it was a good attempt that he tried his best, as he is a fresher as well. So it's kind of obvious that such things happens in the beginning, and he held the same hands as he did, but later stage. Okay. He was more interested to talk to me, and then he was interested to talk to this area. And then he got to know, no, I have to look at other people's. He tried, but he couldn't see, and then he went back. Okay. You know, that is part of your being easy with something, being easy in using language. For example, when you speak Urdu, maybe you are more comfortable speaking in that, so you are okay while looking at others. Okay, gee, I don't mind it. I'm all good with that. And once you're struggling with your words, so it's obvious that you may look to the left corner or to the right corner, because you're thinking of some new vocabulary or some new words to be inculcated in your talk. Okay? What happened in the end, by the way? You took off with a plane and then you crashed. Why did you do that? Okay, you can answer tomorrow, it's okay. So, stay here. Now, we are not disturbing you with our questions. Otherwise, it could have been next level. But it's okay for now. I believe the room is already hot. So let's not disturb the things. But one thing I would like to add in you, as I mentioned to him as well, once you don't allow your body to talk, your audience does not get engaged. They won't listen to you. Eventually they would say, why we are here? Or they would start waiting for their turn, and then they would come out and then they would leave. So that is supposed to be taken care of. Have a friendly eye contact with the audience. And then sometimes people stare at the people, and once one consider, okay, what's wrong? Let's fight. So that is also avoided. Rest went well. Good shabash, very nice. To whom are you calling out? Okay. Walaikum assalam. Saying salam is wajib and giving jawab is farz. Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to start my description about my business or job. I'm interested in both of us, like job and that business. That job. First, I want to talk about job. I like to do my CSS because it's also like a respectable job in Pakistan. Mostly our Balochistan and Sindh people, they also do this kind of jobs because there is no business in that area where I belong. So that's my first point, and my family also want to that I become their CSS officer in life, and inshallah I will. But in that second business, that is that's my business. Business I like that real estate. I'm interested in real estate. Sometimes that some friends are also doing this kind of jobs, and some family members are also. That's basically depend on a person who do this kind of jobs, like buy that plots and plots. First starting in plots, then again they start like a big area. They make that schemes like this kind of, and they sell them, and this is like real estate. And I'm also interested in more that businesses like export import. That's also, and I like too much businesses. That's like restaurants or everything. That business is my passion.
Glad. All right, okay. Fine. I believe he's the one who has spoken more than the usual. But I have my concerns, as I will have, okay? Fine. First of all, I found you maturer than the others. That was positive in your talk. Second thing is that I found major lack in your vocabulary.
Okay.
You were searching for vocabulary items. For example, you went into loop at times. I would like to do a business, that's my business, and yes, that's what my business.
Okay.
And you could not find where to get exit from that loop. You know loop, right? Since
I
you-
have
Yeah.
many ways, so that's why I have too much that ways to talk. So that's why I think that time is short. Maybe
Of course, that's what I'm saying. And then you went into a kind of job you mentioned. You said I want to do a CSS job. We call them CSP officers first of all,
Okay.
and then they do a job. And then you went into real estate eventually, and then you wanted to become a
That's
builder, I believe, later, so that you wanted to have a big good land where you could start some society or something.
Society, yeah.
But once you would listen to yourself. By the luck, Kamran is recording it. So what would happen? You would see it that once you prepare, you were perhaps different, and once you crossed this barrier, we call it communication barrier. You came out here, things somehow got changed. I found you confident than others. That was the beauty. But the way you were sweating, that shows what's happening inside.
Yes, I feel that hot.
Oh, okay. So I can turn on the fan if you want for now. So to cut a long story short, you spoke well. You mentioned all these, but you did not say who motivated you. You did not talk about it.
Yeah, I want to tell that my friends also motivated me in that business, and my family motivated me for job. So that's why I will do both of them.
Nice.
That's the best thing, job as well as business.
As well as business.
Great. That's what I do, by the way. All right, good, very good. So it was nice listening to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And who do you want to listen to now?
Mr. Anique.
Okay, he's a fan, I believe. All right.
Name of Allah. I would like to work in medical field, specifically as a doctor.
Okay.
As a doctor, specifically as a cardiac surgeon. I mean heart surgeons. The doctors who are specialists in heart surgery, they are going to treat the patients and do the operations on heart. People who are having an end stage heart problems, it means the medications are not useful in this stage, and the person should undergo operation. So these doctors are going to have do this surgery on patients and treat the patients. I have been motivated with this career by my father, because my father is a pharmacist. You know, guys, that when I was at my school age, I used to go with my father at my pharmacy, and the doctors we have relation with the doctors, and they were cooperating with me out, and they were just motivated me that you are a talented guy. You need to be a doctor in the future. You have to be a doctor because you know everything about the medicines, you know everything about the diseases, and you just need a medical license. They just said this to me, and why I choose being a doctor in the future. As you may all know, that there's an ayah in the Quran that says Allah says that. فَمَنْ أَحْيَاهَا فَكَأَنَّمَا أَحْيَا النَّاسَ جَمِيعًا. It means that whoever saves one person's life, it means that he will receive the reward of the reward that he is just saved all humankind lives. So that's why I choose this career. That's all I.
Good, very good. But from you, I'm not giving my feedback as I take your regular sessions too.
Yeah.
But we would like to ask some questions from you.
Okay.
Okay. My first question from you: do you think whatever the parents do, the son should do as well? As you mentioned that your father he was maybe a pharmacist.
Mhm.
So that motivated you to become a doctor, kind of connectivity. Do you think it's a good idea that whatever the parents do or a father does the children should do the same?
No, as far as I know and my experiences, whatsoever the persons or the people, the persons or the child want to be in the future, they should choose their career. It isn't supposed to be their father's career. And in my case, sir, I just motivated by my father and the doctors, which I had a relationship with them, because I do check myself, evaluate myself that I'm going to be a great doctor, because I was some kind of interested in this field a lot. And as far as you asked me the question, I'm not agree with this type of opinions that the child or the child, yes, should follow their father's decisions. Yes.
One thing I noticed in your talk, you are maybe extra enthusiastic in answering.
Yeah.
And your tone is that louder, maybe a person who listens to you gets annoyed as well.
Wow.
Like, for example, you're trying to convince us and then you're trying to be super speedy in convincing us. At times we feel, okay, come on, we understand. Why are you taking us as kids that we're not understanding you? But other than that, you have some natural style of speaking, which I like. And there are a few things I'll say behind the scene.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I would like you to nominate someone to come out.
Right, sir. Okay, you are.
Thank you very much, Mr. Munir, for not understanding the gestures I gave to you. I would like to listen to him. Sir.
Assalamualaikum everyone.
Right, now, free home, I would like you to just kind of put it half or something. I would want to listen to you carefully. Sir.
Assalamualaikum everyone.
Right.
Today my speaking topic is describe a
Just
job.
two more students, so don't worry, pay attention. Sir.
Today my speaking topic is describe a job you like to do. I like both job and business because recently I done my BSc from International Islamic University in business, and firstly I do my best for job, but in Pakistan I like few departments, for example FIA, Pakistan Customs, Islamabad Police, and in this institute I am here in this institute for preparation of competitive exam like CSS and other PMS Punjab. I do my best for CSS firstly, then other competitive exams, FIA, Customs, NAB, etc. No one is motivating me for this job. This is my passion and I serve for nation. That's why. And if I don't get a good job, then I surely go for, I want to go for business, because my grandfather and my father doing business for last 25 to 30 years, and its business is for construction, and I have also interest in this business, and my degree is also a business degree, BBA. That's why I know very much for business. That's it. Thank you.
Right, good. Very good. I appreciate your efforts basically, but the fact of the matter is, I thought maybe I'm listening to a monotone. You know, you were going on the same pace, no matter what. If there's an atomic attack on Pakistan, you would speak in the same pace. And then you mentioned all the prestigious job you could mention, NAB, FIA, ITP, all the governmental institutions where you could possibly enter into. Then you mentioned CSS, PMS, and then you mentioned if I would still live after all this, then I would go for some business. Do you think it's a right approach that you just burn all your ships for just one particular kind of career?
I said if I don't get a good job, then other than that I go for business.
My question from you, don't you think that such jobs have become business as well? For example, you become a CSP officer and someone has to, let's say, need some favor, and you make it a pure business than only getting a salary from the government, and you say, I need this much amount in order to get done for you. Don't you think there are many officers that are doing it? Sorry, I'm speaking in front of camera, yeah? No offense to my officers. Sir,
Yes.
what yes? I need some answer. You're quite cool-minded. That's what I like about
Okay.
you.
If I have I am a CSP officer, that's why मैं वही करूँगा, business की तरफ नहीं जाऊँगा.
Ending of language. Did you think of all this over here, that this is what I would say? Don't you think that you are speaking on the words you are more comfortable with
Yes.
than going out of the box, which I am trying to take you out of the box?
Yes.
Okay, for example, you're mentioning all those which you keep mentioning throughout the day. So when you introduce yourself, you mention all this. I remember once you introduce yourself. Or maybe in any topic you try putting all this. You have made yourself a person who is so much passionate about such things. What if you fail? No offense, but what if you fail? Doctor, I think he has some cardiac arrest or something.
He's confused.
I don't get your question.
You're not getting my question? I'm saying, what if you could not get the jobs you are mentioning? What would happen then?
Then I go for business, for my family business.
Okay.
Yes.
Glad to hear. Thank you very much for your time here. You speak well, but you have to have some rise and fall in your voice. It will make your speech effective, okay? And besides that, I mentioned in the earliest part too, you held your hand back, which was not a good idea. It's good that you take them up and you use them.
I don't know how to just.
Then observe others the way they do. For example, I'm sitting here and I'm using as much as I can. You just allow me, I'll start my biceps game over here. Okay, very good, Shabash, come back.
Thank you.
I would like to listen to you. The time has come. You're not feeling, but you will feel. You will comfortable. Just go and let me listen to you. Get comfortable. And after that, one more person is two more are left. Two more are left. I understand the concerns. Sir.
Assalamualaikum. Today the speaking topic is describing a job, describe a job or business.
Okay.
So I want to be a nutritionist.
Okay.
My previous degree is a bachelor in human nutrition and dietetics. So I have a case in human nutrition in USA. So I want to go abroad, USA for my master. My grandfather lives there, and they also motivated me about my degree. And inshallah, I will go very soon. And inshallah, will be a good nutritionist. And as you know that many people are obese nowadays. Many people having many problems like diabetes and heart problems and many other diseases. So being a nutritionist, I will be serve them.
Okay.
So my friends are also doing this degree, and they also motivated me. So I like this. It's okay.
It's okay.
I just
No, I forgot your name.
Abdul Rao.
Abdul Rao?
Yes, sir.
Abdul Rao. Fine. One interesting part is that you were reluctant to come out, but you came out. And while you were saying obese, you were looking at me, and that's my problem as well. Okay. I guess you were playing for the team. You have taken his revenge from me. I don't know. One thing which was annoying in your talk, that was that you were washing your hands throughout. And then you thought maybe there is some Elfie or some adhesive device, and you started scratching it. Actually, we are in this classroom. We are doing so that the criticism is to make you perfect. You understand it. Now stop rubbing them. And then another thing about you is that you have a kind of bouncy effect in your talk. It's such kind of thing as well.
Yes, sir.
It is supposed to be avoided too.
It is the first time.
Of course, I understand. It's also my first time that someone called me obese. Okay, previously I was only healthy and fluffy, but now I'm becoming obese. But you speak well. The involunteer movements which you have started again should be stopped, okay? For example, when you're speaking to people, let's say you talk about south, north, east, west, use the hands calculatedly. Then you, whatsoever is going on, you just keep. If there was an ad of Lifebuoy, to wash your hands for 2 minutes. You have been washing your hands. Other than that, it went well. I'm glad that you talked. Stay happy. Go. Thank you. Sir, I would like to listen to you. Come. The time has come. Allow me to stand here while you talk. I hope you don't mind this.
Assalamualaikum.
Least interested to answer me, Sir.
I'm Ismail. So today's topic is describe a job or business you would like to do. So I'm going to talk about my dream business. It calls Turkish mosaic lamps. Other name is Ottoman mosaic lamps because it's very old and traditional lamps. It's 100% handmade, and I did this job in Turkey 3.5 years. So nowadays I'm doing job, Turkish cook, not chef, helper. So last 1.5 years I'm searching about this, how can I do in Pakistan, because I'm doing this first time in Pakistan. No one tried in Pakistan before. And I found some factory, they are not doing that, they are import from China. It's have two parts. One is original Turkish mosaic lamps, one is Chinese Turkish mosaic lamps.
Okay.
Chinese also selling, saying this is Turkish mosaic lamps, but we can see it. It's not Turkish, it's Chinese Turkish. So I'm trying to do this in Pakistan first time with 100% handmade, because our village, all women doing carpets, Turkmen carpets. It's famous in world and Pakistan also. They can do this because it's small glasses to connect it with main glass for lighting.
Okay.
It's my dream job. Inshallah, after Ramadan, I will do this. And motivated me, not this job. My big brother motivated me to do your own business. What do you want? Not Turkish music, not chefing. I tried before a restaurant to do my own restaurant, but I couldn't because I didn't like it. I'm chef cook, but I didn't like to doing restaurant business. I like to cooking for myself, for my friends, for my family, to do something, but not like job. I really like it, cooking, but not like job or business. So inshallah, after Ramadan, I will do it.
Good. He deserves a clap, I believe. He spoke very well. The idea was very good, by the way, and someone may steal your idea as you have spoken in front of camera. So, in a business, idea is everything.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, the good thing about this was that you were well calculated and you knew what to say. Okay, and the bad thing about is that you knew what to say, because I have listened to this story back once we met in the early days. So I did not find any scale up novelty or vocabulary which could have, connected it with a particular sort of speech. That's the thing. Other than that, you were very calculated in your talk, which was the best part. And most importantly, you knew that your audience is with you, and you were giving such idea that people were more interested to listen into mosaic lamps, as you were saying. And then you connected two topics together, being a cook as well as a seller of the thing you mentioned. I would encourage you with one more thing, and that would be that, once you take human beings as humor beings, the learning becomes to next level. No matters what. For example, you spoke a regular style, and if you could have added some kind of a humor part in that, the audience could have been more engaged with you. For example, the way we are doing in the classroom, I'm kind of criticizing in a funny manner, as well as you understand, as well as you ignore. So I'm not very strict in giving my feedback. Why? How dare you not speaking very well? I'm not saying such things. So I am giving the things without letting him feel, in my way, that, okay, in a funny manner, he's getting the things as well as he's... Because in the comedy, or in being humorous, you give the biggest lessons. Take example of khabarnak, khabarhar, etc., such kind of things going on. The political satires, anyhow. But you speak well. That's what I like. Initially, you asked me a question that how can I plan it?
Yeah.
So I'll be giving you in the end.
Yeah. And I have a
Please,
question.
please.
What what should I do for my vocabulary? I need more vocabulary, but I'm very bad in vocabulary.
Do you spend some time in reading?
Yeah, I'm trying, but I'm not interested to reading because I didn't understand lots of the books.
Okay.
Yeah, and one word, for example, motivation,
Mhm.
motivated. I should try read this again and again for 1 month.
Okay.
Then I can.
Feed in your
Yeah.
dictionary.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very very difficult.
Can I speak? Can I ask you how old are you? Don't mind me.
25.
25. Okay. You know, we have a specific age. We call it age of puberty. In Urdu, we call it balaghat.
Balaghat, yeah.
So it's between 13 to 18, roughly speaking. And we have a language acquisition device here, LAD. And that gets mature after the age of puberty. After that, putting something in that is quite a task. And what I feel in you is that you have a weak base, which is why whatsoever effort you're putting, your that random access memory or your hard disk is kind of jam-packed already. So there is nothing which you can put into it. So the good idea for that is that you just take one word and throughout the day, wherever you are speaking it, try infusing that word to be used. And it would be part of your regular style. And then it would be the only, I think, imitating the word again and again would be a good idea to do that. Otherwise, you may be good in understanding different words, but when it comes to usage, maybe you don't have good people to talk to other than the classrooms, perhaps, I don't know. So you are not practicing the words to its fullest. Second thing could be that you try making your own autobiographies. For example, think about a laptop and try speaking becoming a laptop. Hi, this is me, I'm laptop, I'm of black color, I'm of plastic sometimes, or maybe a metal. So in that way you won't require any person to have your conversations with. Okay? And one word a day keeps the teacher away.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
One apple a day keeps you away.
Are you sure? Alright, thank you very much for your time. Are we done with all? Sir? Okay, the last one, Kamran, thank you very much. I know you're tired, you must be. So, over to you, sir. You look professor, by the way. You're missing just one shirt, proper shirt, other than that, it seems like. No focus on the shoes, please. Rest is fine. Sir.
In the name of Allah, I want to talk about my career I want to choose in the future. There is the topic is about describe a job you want to choose in the future. I want to be a professional teacher in the future, as well. I already mentioned to you this career.
Of course you did, yeah.
But I have some experience about this career. When I was in Afghanistan, in my country, I was teacher of the schools. I have experience about this. But that time I wasn't a professional teacher. Now I want to be a professional teacher. If someone wants to be a professional teacher, if they want to choose this career, this path, they must, and first they must focus in improving himself. One teacher, if someone wants to be a professional teacher, they must convince himself. If one teacher cannot convince himself, they cannot convince the student. Teacher must be done some research about his career, relative to this career. After that, they can be a good teacher to convince the student. If they cannot do this, they cannot be a good teacher in the future. And otherwise, who motivate me to choose this career? I choose this career by my own side because I like to be a good teacher in the future. But one of my brother, he is my second brother, elder than me. He told me, if you want to choose this career, you must be a hard worker in your path. That's why I was a hard worker, but unfortunately in Persian language. I read lots of books in this path to improving myself, to improve my skills. But why I come to here? Because I want to take a master degree in education in the future. And first I want to improve my English. If I cannot improve my English, I cannot take master degree from European country or abroad because of that. But there is another thing. Those people want to choose these careers. First thing for this type of people is respect. They want to be a respectable person in the society. Money is not important, salary is not important. For example, sir done everything for all of us in the university, in every society. But now, if you look, sir is not a rich man, but he is, yeah. But he is a respectable person in environment, in society, in the class. Now we all of respect him because he is a professor of us. Because of that, we must respect that those people teach for us. Because of that, it's done. Sir.
Fine, very good clap for him. Just because he said something about me and he said I'm a poor person. Okay.
Not bad.
Of course. Now, when I come to your talk, I remember it's been almost 4 or 5 months that you're with us,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken. Your first day, if I compare that with this day, I found altogether a change Rahib Sultan, who came from Afghanistan in the beginning, and he was very, reluctant to speak. And now we were saying we had a point to please stop speaking. This much you have spoken today. And it all went super fluent. And I may think that I can help you in your starting of the journey now while talking to you. And the way you become cute while checking your glasses again and again, that's also part of it. It went well with you. I don't think I found any negative elements in that, but of course, a little touch of Persian in your English speaking is still visible. So I guess we need to mention or focus more into the sounds, maybe some phonetics or phonology of your speaking. And rest is going well. I would recommend you to watch more videos on phonetics or phonology, where you find the exact sounds the way the sounds are being produced.
About accent, yeah, I know, sir.
I feel people are getting bored now. Just last 30 seconds, if you don't mind. I would like to give my insight on this. And Rahib, thank you very much. Have a seat. Okay, those who were confused that how this particular kind of topic or any kind of such topic, basically this is IELTS speaking part 2. Okay, those of you who have plans to appear in IELTS later, so such kind of topics you are exposed to. So in that you have 1 minute to prepare and you speak on that for next 2 minutes. So what I would say, if a topic is given to you, my marker is not very much supportive, but I'll try my best to take care of it.
It can work.
Would it? I guess it's far more next than this. Anyhow, so for example, the first thing, it says describe a job or business. So first you choose what you want to do. So what you want to do, for example, a business. So let's say it says a consultancy business. Thank you, Rahib, for disturbing me further. It says, for example, to me, I would say it would be a consultancy business. So the first point is gone. What people do in that job, they consult or they help people study abroad. I am now delimiting my topic. Consultancy could happen real estate consultancy as well. It could have been taxation consultancy too. It could have been business consultancy too. But this one I delimited. So I said study abroad. It's for you basically. And then after that, who motivated you for that job? An easy answer. Money motivated me to do that job. As I told you, take human beings as human beings. So it's okay to put such things which are spices. And then after that, why this job or business? Like why not some other? Because you earn in foreign currency. While speaking on this topic, I may disclose my secrets as well, because someone mentioned that I'm a poor person. So I would have to highlight how rich I am.
No,
Anyhow,
I
I understand, Rahib, I'm just kidding. Now, if you have this, for example, we have done it in 30 or 40 seconds. Now we have 20 more seconds to prepare. At that time, you can intentionally put some big, uncommon adjectives. Uncommon vocabulary, basically. So you put it in association with that. What will happen in the end? You would be ending up in producing something which is not very common conversational style of speaking. You would sprinkle some good vocabulary which would make it +1 than the level it has. Be it an IELTS exam or be it a regular kind of talk. So when it comes to me, I got an opportunity to talk about a business or job I would like to do. As far as I'm concerned, I think I'm better in business as compared with job. So I would like to do a business, and that is going to be majorly a consultancy business in which people consult. So what people do in that, there are different kind of consultancies they do. I would choose a study abroad consultation for 3 reasons. First, once you know that your currency can get devalued, for example, you be in India or be in Pakistan or maybe in Afghanistan or maybe in Bangladesh or maybe you're Asian, and you know eventually your currency is plummeting down. So if you start earning in foreign currency, it would of course help you earning better. When people are, sorry to say to the people, but when people are sad about it, you're happy about it. For example, the dollars is going to 220, 230, 250, and money is going down, and you're happy, okay, now I will get something better than I was getting before. So in this modern time, I believe we should earn in the currencies which are more stronger. As far as the next point is concerned, I had been finding different people who had been motivating into that. Initially, I was learning with a few of the people, but the major motivation behind that is to earn the currency, earn the money, because money is the ultimate happiness nowadays. Or the things you cannot buy with the money, still you become happy if you have money. Okay. And after that, as I mentioned that in a foreign currency, so this particular job, because it helps and it relates with my degrees and my associations I have with students as well as with my teaching career. So to put it in a nutshell, I would like to conclude while saying that such kind of business which satisfy me as well as nullify my pocket as well as enhances my knowledge as well as making me a reputable person, I would like to use that for the above mentioned things. And that's all what I had to say about this topic. Last comments. While you were speaking on this, I found that no one was doing proper conclusions. Like you were just not recapping or recapitulating, or you were not giving me the conclusion. You left it open-ended mostly, and in the end you were saying, or some gestures you were giving. Okay, that's all. So which was not a good end. I believe you understood that. Any questions we have? I have taken longer than usual, I believe, but I hope you have learned something. You have a question?
I have a question.
Please. Now he is ready to kill me. You know.
How to introduce myself in front of boss or in front of class?
Introduction varies from situation to situation. The question is, how can I introduce myself, right? I guess you were not audible in the camp. Introduction varies from situation to situation. But there are 4 essential elements of it. First, your personal background, then your academic background, then your professional background, and then your future plans or aims. Or if you have some achievements with the professional background, you may mention that. For example, you are introducing yourself to a commoner person who's traveling in bus. So you cannot tell him everything. I have 3 sisters, I have 2 brothers. We cannot do that. We can do it obviously once we are getting examined properly through our curriculum vitae perhaps, or maybe with our resume.
Yes.
So to that person you won't introduce like that. Or if you're introducing yourself, for example, in a job which requires especially your experience of, let's say, teaching, and you say that I am a very good mechanic, as well as I had been driving car in 3 seconds from 0 to 100, it would be having nothing to do with your teaching career. So you mix and fit. So it varies. Otherwise, these 4 things I mentioned are supposed to be there. I believe I answered your question.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You have a question?
Yeah.
Please.
How we can introduce ourselves for clients, not
Okay.
boss.
Mm-hmm.
If I create something in that country,
Mm-hmm.
so how should I explain it and
Okay.
sell it?
First of all, becoming a businessman, you should not be in front of camera as I am right now.
Yeah.
Because it shows that you are taking care of things single-handedly. You are the only one roaming around. So it's good to have a spokesperson who says that he is the boss and you don't speak. But let's say in my situation, a sole proprietorship, or you are taking care of the things by your own self, the good idea is that you do not introduce yourself, but you start showing what you do. So people learn you with your work then with your introduction. I don't say I'm double MA, I'm fill linguistics, come and study. I sometimes say that, but I come and study, and you can come and study too. But I don't, what I have chosen for myself, I'm teaching English, so I'm speaking in my best possible manner so that people listen to me. And they know that, okay, he's the one who teaches English. Likewise, if you would keep saying, okay, I make the handmade things you make, the Ottoman, what do we call it?
Turkish mosaic lamp.
Turkish mosaic lamps. So if you would say, okay, I make Turkish mosaic lamps, for example, here, you kept on introducing that. And we had nothing in front of us, so we won't be that much attentive to listen to you. As far as you could have shown something, this is my product, and that's me. So it could have been better. The product and the producer. Understand me, right? Thank you very much for your time. No more questioning, please. And I would be seeing you inshallah next class. Thank you very much. Thank you for patient hearing. Bye-bye.